What is up, Mike Moses Kennedy? It is day 221 of no alcohol. I'm watching the Wisconsin primary debate for governor, and it is a fucking train wreck. Let's watch. See what's going on. It's nuts.
Hey everyone, and welcome. We are live tonight from the Marquette University campus.
We thank our audience across Wisconsin for joining us for the first and only televised debate between the Democratic candidates in the primary for Wisconsin governor. Mandela Barnes, Joel Brennan, David Crowley, Francesca Hong, and Kelda Roys, we thank you all for being here with us tonight.
The top vote getter in the August primary will take on the likely Republican nominee.
Now there's a guy, Tom Tiffany. Now he's got some charisma. Fucking guy, Jesus Christ. Can't anybody normal run? Oh, well, I'll be having a conversation. Oh, that's nice.
Candidates are asked to state their positions, stay on top.
Say what the fuck your deal is and fucking get to your point. That's what they're saying.
Any given topic and move the conversation along if necessary.
All right, move it along.
Make a brief closing statement, and it's fair to say that this race has been chaotic over the last few weeks, so let's get right to it.
Mr. Crowley, 3 weeks ago, you dropped out of this race saying you couldn't see a path to victory. 11 days ago, the primary upended when Sarah Rodriguez dropped out, and you made the unprecedented move of re-entering the race with an immediate endorsement from Governor Tony Evers. Since then, you have been linked to a social media account that includes offensive posts. You've said you didn't write any of those. And some have accused you of being the latest prop for the Democratic establishment. So, are you, and why should voters now trust your judgment and ability to win?
Jeez.
Well, first and foremost, thank you for having us. But I was never born into the establishment. I was actually born into struggle. I grew up in the 53206 zip code where I had to work extremely hard for everything that I have. And so I'm not here to protect the establishment. I'm here to deliver real results for Wisconsinites all over our state. And, I like to make decisions based off of the data, based off of facts. And we learned ever since that day that a lot of things have changed and we were going off of false data. And so we know that the stakes are too high this upcoming election. And that's why I got back into this race. And I'm honored to not only have the endorsement of Governor Tony Evers, but labor unions and leaders all across this state who believe in my leadership. And I'm looking forward to delivering for all of Wisconsin.
Ms. Hong, you are the Democratic Socialist.
Seems like a good dude. Okay, now this is Francesca Hong, who I don't think Wisconsin's ready for an Asian woman governor. Just call me crazy, but I don't think a bunch of deer hunters are gonna be okay with an Asian female governor. I don't see it happening.
As we know it. Do you fully back the DSA platform, and why should primary voters trust your judgment and your ability to win statewide?
Well, first, thank you so much to the team at WISN, Marquette University, for hosting this important debate. I do not support the full platform of the National DSA, and I'm not endorsed by DSA National. What democratic socialism is a form of government that puts working class people first, that puts work first. The policies that we have been working on, permanent affordability, has broad bipartisan support in every corner of the state. Well, things like fully funding our public schools, ensuring that we are doing right by our kids and cutting property taxes, taxing the ultra wealthy and mega corporations, ensuring that we
popping her
invest
peas.
in free childcare, and that everyone has access to affordable housing. And we are the only campaign to support a moratorium on AI data centers, and we have found broad bipartisan support. I am looking forward to helping the Democrats become the Big Tent party that they've aimed to be for many years.
Mr. Barnes, you were once seen as the clear frontrunner in this race. You previously lost.
Seems like it was a good answer, I guess. I don't know. Jesus Christ, I'm high as a kite. Picked the wrong time to get high, trying to figure out who to vote for. I had this idea. What if they only let thin people vote? Like no fatties can vote. If your BMI was over 30, you couldn't vote. Maybe that's a good idea. Now this guy ran for something before. I remember Mandela Barnes. He seems all right. He fucking loses all the time. I don't know what that's all about. I don't think of him as a winner. Is he a winner?
They spent over $50 million to defeat me, and I only lost by 1 point. 26,000 votes. Now, I can tell you, having been the only person on this stage who's actually won statewide in 2018, when we kicked Scott Walker out of office for good, that race was also decided by 1 point. Now, I've been on both sides of the coin, and you learn a whole lot more when you lose. When you win, you think you did everything right. But when you come up that short, you have a whole lot of time to think about the things that went wrong. You learn about the devastating impact of big money in politics. You also learn about how low Republicans can get. And I can tell you, right now we have the resources and we have the support to get it done. And on the terms of Governor Evers, I have zero interest in upholding the status quo. I have zero interest in being the establishment candidate. That is the difference right here on the stage, because I am pushing the envelope to make sure that we are as bold as we can possibly be in the Donald Trump era, because that's what people have been calling for Democrats to be all along. We have not truly met the moment.
Thank you.
Mr. Brennan,
I like
and
that
Ms. Lewis,
answer.
you are both polling in the single digits and have been
Oh,
since
geez.
the start of this race. At this point, are primary voters wasting their vote on a vote for you, Mr. Brennan?
Well, here's what I would tell you is I don't think primary voters have been paying much attention until
This
the
guy's
last
got no
2 weeks.
chance. He
All
looks
the
like me.
people that you have seen. This is what I find when
That's
I
what I would look like if I cut my hair short.
You know, and this has been verified by polls that were done here by my alma mater at Marquette, because
Marquette man.
people at this point haven't made a decision. And
So
so
let's go hear about Joel Brennan. There's a guy named Joel Brennan's going to win governor of Wisconsin. I could see this. I could see this guy probably being governor.
We created the largest budget surplus in state history. We increased the rate.
I'd see Trump. I could see Trump voters voting for this guy.
Out to family farms, to small businesses, to renters who needed it during COVID. So all of that stuff puts me in good stead. The challenge I have had is that people don't know me as well as they know some other candidates around the state. And so what I have found in recent days is that the disruption, the upheaval, somebody putting their thumb on the scale, it has gotten people much more engaged and much more interested in this race. And day by day, I am feeling that momentum, and I'm feeling people who want somebody who can beat Tom Tiffany in the fall and who can hit the ground running on day one. And I will put my qualifications on those issues up against anybody in this race.
Okay, I like this guy.
You are continuing to poll in the single digits as well. At this point,
Single
are
digits.
primary
Jesus
voters
Christ.
wasting their vote on a vote for you?
If you want the best public schools in the nation for your children, if you want to open up the state's healthcare plan so that everyone can buy in and we can lower costs,
This
for all
lady has no
Wisconsinites,
chance.
if you want a
Look,
candidate
we've already
who's
seen
gonna
too
stand
many
up
good
and fight Donald
candidates.
Trump and bring an end to this authoritarian regime, then you should vote for me. I am the candidate in this race that brings the most experience in and around state government, with 10 years of service in the legislature and the only one who served on the state budget committee. I've also been an executive in the private and nonprofit sectors, and for over 20 years, I've been the candidate that has turned progressive ideas, like the kind that all of us have on this stage, into law. That kind of experience is absolutely essential.
Kelda?
Voters need to think about not
Is that
just
you,
who can
Kelda?
beat Tom Tiffany, although that is important, not just who can deliver a democratic legislature, although that is vitally important, but who can actually do the job on day one. And I am proud to have earned by far the most endorsements of any candidate in this race, including the most endorsements in Milwaukee County, the most largest labor union endorsement with WEAC, the state teachers union, and the endorsement of former Lieutenant Governor.
Well, now she seems reasonable too. Damn it.
Shot and killed a man. Tonight, the investigation
What?
and the protests continue. Governor Tony Evers has called for transparency and accountability and urged for peaceful protest.
Oh, guy got shot in Madison. It's big news. I don't know if it made national news or not.
Said, quote, "The state-sanctioned violence was an execution." Would you make those immediate declarations as governor, even though an investigation had not yet started?
No, the governor has the largest microphone in the state, and there comes deep responsibility with that. But what we saw in videos and what I had talked to folks who had witnessed that, I think what we saw, it was clearly the type of violence where no one's life should have been taken. My thoughts are with Corey Ruiz and his family, and I hope that the accountability and transparency that both the Governor Evers and I have called for, the independent investigation, the investment in body cameras. We want local governments to be able to invest in public safety, to be serious about public safety. And I
Popping those bees.
You have also called to defund and abolish police before, while saying your ideal world is one without prisons. Would you sign a bill or budget that
You gotta
cuts
have
funding
prisons.
for police departments?
No.
No. Why not?
The governor cannot defund police, and I'm not here to govern by slogan. I'm here to make sure that I am the governor that is most serious about public safety, and that means investing in the things that we know prevent crime and getting resources to victims and ensuring that the people who are incarcerated and the folks who are working in our prisons are able to live a life of dignity and work with dignity. I think it's important that we invest in communities, including our public schools, out of school programs and mental health resources and attacking the opioid epidemic.
She
These are
makes
things
good
that are
points.
proven to prevent crime, and this is
But
what
can
will
she
help
beat
to
Tom
ensure that
Tiffany?
we have a government that is serious
I
about
don't
public
know.
safety.
Mr. Barnes, you have previously shown support for reducing police funding and abolishing ICE. Following the Madison shooting, you said you
Wisconsin is so
serve and
fucking
inform.
racist.
Would you sign a bill or budget that cuts funding for police
Would they
departments?
vote for a black guy or an Asian woman?
What we saw in those images, what we saw in the
I
video.
don't think they will.
We should fight
Has there ever been a black governor of
as a
Wisconsin?
state, as a
No,
society,
I don't think so.
to make sure that never happens again.
Has there ever been an Asian woman governor of Wisconsin? No, I would be willing to bet that there has not been.
Sign a budget that reduce funding because obviously that police department needs the funding to have body cameras. Ms. Royes, after the Madison shooting, you said we do not have to accept this as inevitable. We can create a more fair, safe world. Would you sign a bill or budget that cuts funding for police departments?
No, but I think we need to actually fund local communities so that we can do evidence-based programs that actually reduce and prevent crime. At the end of the day, I'm a mom and stepmom of 5. I want my kids and every kid to be safe in our communities, and I want law enforcement officers to be safe in our communities.
Has there ever been a
That means we
female
have to invest in proven
governor
strategies
of
to do that.
Wisconsin? I don't
Unlike
think
what
so.
Republicans like Tom Tiffany have done,
I don't
which
think
is cut
so.
funding to local governments
Could
and
there
take
be
away
a
local
female
control so
governor?
communities don't have the resources to be able
Is
to
Wisconsin
solve
ready
these
for a
problems
female
effectively.
governor? That's the
I am really
question.
proud, as the only
I don't
attorney
know
on the
about
stage,
that
to be someone
either.
that has fought for and passed criminal justice reforms to
I already don't know the guy's name that I said I'd vote for. The white guy.
disparities in areas from health to criminal justice. And I believe that Wisconsin can be a place where everyone has the freedom to thrive, but not
Do a Joel Brennan or
tackle
something?
these really tough issues.
It's fucking.
Mr. Brennan, after the shooting in Madison,
Okay,
you are
let's see.
also calling
This
for
is here we go. Here's the white guy.
Would you
What's the
sign
white
a
guy
bill
gonna say?
for a budget that cuts funding for police departments?
Of course I wouldn't. And I think, as others have said here, there's been a generation of disinvestment and a broken system between the state, the broken partnership between state and local government. And so we need to make sure that we're robustly funding that. It has been demonstrated this 115-year-old contract that we have had between state and local government worked pretty well for the first 80 years. And then the Republicans just turned off the spigot and stopped funding local government. So we need to make sure we do that. On the larger issue of criminal justice reform, we need to look a little bit to our neighbors to the west. In Minnesota, they spend about $215 per capita on criminal justice in that state. They're about the same size. They have about the same crime rate. We have about 3 times as many people incarcerated. In Wisconsin, we spend about $315 per capita on that. As a long-term target, spending that $600 million difference that they spend on other things in Minnesota, spending those on early childhood, on K-12 education, on other programs in Wisconsin, that would be the kind of investment over the long term that would put us in better stead and keep us from having fewer of these incidents, because they should outrage all of us, but there are ways that we can make a difference on those by spending our money differently.
Mr. Brennan, thank you. Mr. Crowley, without first seeing any videos,
Did that make
you were
sense?
horrified by the reports of the shooting and immediately pointed to other police shootings in Kenosha and Minneapolis. Did you rush to judgment with your comments, and would you sign a bill or budget that cuts funding for police departments?
No, I did not rush to judgment with my comments. My thoughts and prayers are not just with Corey and his family and friends, but with the entire Madison community.
I like this guy, but there's no way this guy can win. Be governor of Wisconsin.
As well as George Floyd in Minnesota.
We don't live in a fantasy land. Come on. Have you been to Wisconsin?
We should be investing in public safety.
I'm talking Wisconsin,
Police officers,
not Milwaukee, not Madison,
in systems like the community violence interruption.
not Beloit,
County, we have been a leader in actually
not
helping
Racine,
victims of violent crime here
not
in
Kenosha.
Milwaukee County, working directly hand in hand with not just police departments but also community.
I'm talking
organizations.
Wisconsin.
And so we have to focus on not just investing upstream, but making sure
Green
we
Bay a
wrap
little
our
bit, I
services for our
guess.
families so they don't have to go down the road of criminality in the first place.
Well, I'm going to wave to you. Waved goodbye. That was our Wisconsin debate. governor debate preview. Let's go to we're moving to North Dakota. Oh, here's Tom Tiffany.
Tom, you've got to fix healthcare. No one knows what it costs.
I'm going to make it be more transparent.
Young families can't afford housing.
I will stop Wall Street from buying our homes and reverse the 400-year property tax hike.
What about waste and fraud?
We're going to audit every state agency to protect our tax dollars.
Tom, you know Ma's going to hold you to it.
Why do I get so creeped out by
I
him?
wouldn't have it any other way.
Madison police currently do not have police body cameras. Raise your hand.
What?
As governor, you would sign legislation requiring all
What?
police and
They don't
fire
have body
departments
cameras
to have body
in Madison? What the fuck?
Let's move on to the economy. Tonight,
Holy
President
shit.
openly say
Are you
inflation
kidding
and
me?
Cost of living is the most important issue ahead of this election.
Cost of living.
The
Well,
tax relief deal negotiated by
let's
Governor
watch
Tony
this whole
Evers
thing,
and
I guess.
Republican leaders would have delivered rebate checks to Wisconsinites, directed money to local schools to lower property taxes, increased special education funding, and eliminated taxes on tips and overtime. It failed in the state Senate. I'd like you to raise your hand if, as governor, you would have signed that deal into law if it passed.
whoever legalizes
If it
weed,
passed, would you have signed it into law?
I'll vote for. There you go, right there.
Mr. Crowley.
I'm a one-issue voter.
senators who helped kill the deal. Why?
Because at the end of the day, my job is to be a responsible steward of taxpayer dollars.
I don't think she's going to try to legalize weed.
$1 billion deficit down the road, which our schools and our healthcare system and our local government
She didn't look like she enjoys weed.
also would have spent the surplus before it had even materialized. Look at what is happening with the economy. When we are spending money that we do not yet have and spending it in ways that do not actually help us solve the long-term problem of getting more money into our public schools, giving property tax relief to property taxpayers, and making sure that we have a more fair, just tax system, all we are doing is throwing that money away on a political gimmick that was frankly cooked up by Robin Voss as he sees the blue wave coming and wanted to do anything that he could to either protect his members from losing their seats and run away from their terrible record on public education, which Tom Tiffany is partially responsible for.
Quickly, that projected deficit factored in zero economic growth. Would you consider zero economic growth? Would that be part of a Roy's administration if you cite that deficit?
I'm looking at having a president who is hell-bent on making things as expensive and challenging for families across the state, and a congressman running for governor who has done nothing but rubber stamp Trump's agenda 100%.
Thank you. Mr. Crowley, you're the only one who raised your hand to sign the deal. Why would you have signed it into law?
Well, I would have signed it into law because we would have gotten a bipartisan deal actually done. I think folks understand here in the state of Wisconsin, when you have divided government, it can be a bit chaotic. Were there things in this bill that I did not like? Absolutely. I love the fact that we're going to give relief to our schools and property tax relief, and there are other things in this bill that I didn't like. At the end of the day, we know that there are many Wisconsin families who are desperate. We should be focusing on how we lift them up and not playing politics. And so I would have signed that bill because that means it would have passed with bipartisanship.
Congressman Tom Tiffany is campaigning on the fact that he would return the entire surplus, he says, to taxpayers. Ms. Hong, would you return the surplus to taxpayers, or how would you spend the projected $2.5 billion?
Those are the taxpayers' dollars, but investment is what we need. Thinking about our shared future, our kids. It is an investment when we invest in public schools and ensuring that we are cutting property taxes but doing right for our kids. Our campaign is about permanent affordability and putting all of those surplus dollars back into taxpayers' money. I think that it would be irresponsible, and the reason why that surplus deal was so problematic is that those who are on fixed income would not have received that check. Folks who are lower income would have received less. I think it's important to think about some of the working class families.
Weed
across our
makes me
state
not
that
be able
deserve
to follow
relief,
anything.
durable relief, and that deal was
I
not
like
You
that.
should mention you did vote
I like
against
not
that.
being
If
able
you
to
spend
follow what they're
quickly, how would you
saying.
spend the surplus on?
public education and
Better to
healthcare.
bury your head in the sand. Just fucking don't come up for a while.
Well, I think Tom Tiffany and
Here comes this guy. Here comes the white guy again.
Return it to the taxpayers. There are
Joel
three
Brennan.
sections in the studio audience here tonight. If the poor people were and the
Joel
people
Brennan for
Social
governor.
Security were sitting over here, they would get nothing. The rest of us who are doing okay would get the $300 to $600. And by the way, if you want a stimulating effect by putting money into the economy, you put it in the hands of people who are going to spend
Do
it.
I want to see the
That
white
was
guy
part of
stay
the
in
reason
charge?
that I would have exercised
That's my
all, which is
question.
Caution, because we live in a Trump economy. together as the Secretary of Administration 2 budgets for Governor Evers, and we need to make sure that we
Am
are
I
doing everything
okay with
possible
the
to be
white guy
cautious with
form
this
of
kind of fund.
government?
The way that I would spend it, one, it would be cautious, but the first thing that I would spend, the first $100 million, which I will do in January, will go into child care and early childhood education. It is a system that is broken. $1 billion of productivity sits on the sidelines every year, especially from women, mainly from women who can't find affordable, accessible, or high-quality childcare. It is a K-12 and workforce issue. That's the first place I'd spend $100 million. Then I would restart the Knowles Nelson Stewardship Fund with another $100 million. Like, those are the types of things that we can do. That's bipartisan effort. Those are bipartisan things that have been successful. The Knowles Nelson Stewardship Fund, 90% of us live within a mile of a project that's been enhanced by that over the last 40 years. It's as bipartisan as it gets, and it now, as of July 1, doesn't exist anymore. Those are the types of things that we should be investing in.
Thank you. Mr. Barnes, would you send it back to taxpayers or spend it, and how would you spend it?
Well, let's first talk about how we got here. Now, the reason there is a surplus is because Republicans in the legislature have failed the people of Wisconsin. Our school districts are going to referendum every single year just to keep the lights on. And we also see gaps in healthcare because we are one of 10 states that has yet to expand our Medicaid program under the Affordable Care Act. We are in a world of trouble, and Robin Vos has never been a good negotiating partner. So no, I certainly wouldn't have signed the deal, but the way we give more money back to people, the way we actually return money to folks is by taxing the wealthy, taxing the billionaires, taxing these corporations that have been getting over on us, making money hand over fist while communities continue to starve for resources. This is how we can most effectively return money back to folks. And on the issue of affordability, the best way we can close the affordability gap is to put more money in the pockets of hardworking people. Our minimum wage is still $7.25. Costs have gone up, wages have not. But returning that money to the people, that means making the right investments.
We're still paying somebody's minimum wage. If you're paying somebody $7.25, you're a fucking asshole.
Tax cut for folks who work hard every single day and don't get the benefits that corporations get.
So quickly, what are you doing with the surplus?
Well, with the surplus, like I said, it's just reinvesting back into education. And also now, and also because of Trump's big ugly bill, there's going to be some stresses when it comes to expanding Badger Care, which I still support. It is the right thing to do.
Badger Care is good. I like that Badger Care. I was on that for a little while when I was homeless, basically.
Taxes, so let's move on to taxes. You all in some degree have used phrases like making the wealthy pay their fair share and discussed raising taxes on the rich to fund your priorities. Wisconsin already has the second highest top income tax rate in the Midwest at 7.65%. So we want to know what all of you define as rich. So Mr. Barnes, under your plan, what is the specific income level where taxes would go up, and what percentage would that top tax bracket pay?
120 and above.
I think that incomes over $1 million should be taxed a little bit higher, even if it's temporary.
$1 million?
A real crisis right now.
How many people make $1 million?
Have not been seeing the resources, have not been seeing the funding. Again, there's no reason these school districts should be going to referendum every single year just to fund basic services. And if we increase
how much money are people making?
Tax rate by less than 1%, 0.9%, 0.8%, we do a great deal to be able to provide much more funding to our school districts and also.
Are people making that much money?
You're proposing 0.8 or 0.9%?
Well, I'm saying this is all. I'm happy to negotiate. This is what we need to negotiate. But this is the arena where I'm in right now.
Ms. Hong, the income level that you would raise taxes and how much?
Those who are making the $1,000,001, I think that the billion as well, to increase that to 0.9%. It is incredibly disappointing that some of our lowest income earners are paying a higher tax rate than some of our highest income earners. We need to.
I think if somebody making $500,000 a year is doing extremely well, not $1 million. I mean, if I was making $100,000 a year, I feel like I was doing pretty well. You gotta learn how to live within your limits. You can't be getting crazy.
That would tax the billionaire and add a millionaire.
Fucking, what the fuck are people doing?
Lower property taxes by up to 44%, and we could put that funding into special education funding, which we have neglected to actually honor the budget amount, and we must bring that back.
Yeah, you got to do something because there's so many kids with autism now. Jesus Christ, that's you got to fucking fund that.
So about 8.65.
Correct.
Mr. Crowley, your income.
Mr. Crowley.
It's just not the income tax, but it's also the property taxes that are also extremely high in the state of Wisconsin.
Yes, and we'll talk about that next.
Okay, well, when we talk about income taxes,
He's going to get the Ozzy Osbourne crowd.
fix this system moving forward. What we need to do is take a
Mr.
holistic view of
Crowley.
our taxes here in the state of Wisconsin. The last time that we took a holistic view of how we spend our money and bring in revenues was in 1986 when Governor Tommy Thompson was actually governor. And so we need to bring academics, we need to bring labor, we need to bring business owners and community members to the table, and let's actually have a real discussion about the entire system. I don't think that we should be just focusing on how we can increase taxes just particular for certain income earners when we haven't looked at the entire system. When it comes down to those who are making hand over fist, we absolutely need to tax the ultra wealthy. But we need to be smart about how we're doing things long term.
Do you have an income level or a percentage for that?
Well, I think we always got to look at those who are making more than $1 million or more. Absolutely.
And do you know how high you'd like to tax them?
No, I think that we have to look at the entire system holistically.
Ms. Royce, your income level and percentage you would tax them looking to raise taxes.
I agree with my colleagues that anyone who's earning over $1 million a year should pay a slightly higher tax rate. But we also need to look at the corporate tax giveaways that have run rampant over the last 15 years of Republican rule. We have rolled out the red carpet for Foxconn. The AI data center tax breaks are estimated to cost us $2 billion. All that at a time when we
I don't know who the hell to vote for. Oh my God, I'm screwed.
Schools have been starved of resources, jacking up people's property taxes just to help our kids keep teachers.
Do I pick who I think is the smartest, or who do I think is gonna beat the Tom Tiffany? I don't know.
Often getting public resources. These are going to big polluters, big corporations, out-of-state corporations.
This lady seems reasonable.
And we need to not just tax the wealthy, but make sure that big corporations pay
I can't believe they want to just tax $1 million or more. That seems. God, are people making that much? How much money are people making?
People making over $1 million should pay a little bit more, and we could talk about what that is. But I also think that there are other things, the manufacturing and agricultural tax credit, which is generally not paid to farmers and which has continued to increase to the tune of about $400 million.
All right.
I would like to continue,
I'll probably just vote for this guy. Thanks for watching.